Hello everyone, this is Dee. We are moving on with the series connecting with the person from within and stabilizing your mental health. So today we are doing the Gemini moon. I love Gemini moon people. I have a friend who is like that, who is a Gemini moon. So I know how these people operate, and I have to say there's a finesse to it. So there's two different things that a Gemini moon need to stabilize their mental health. There is a process of intake and there is a process of empty. Now listen closely. So the Gemini moon, when they are in the mode of, you kind of have to observe to see what's needed at the time, and that's where the finesse and the art is. What I know and notice is they're very cerebral, and information and communication is something that is highly valued with their friends, with their families, with their partners. So for the Gemini moon person to mentally feel less stressed and more stabilized, they need some sort of communication. Now, communication for them, it goes in two ways. There is a phase where they would intake information. Okay, ask these people, they would sit down and listen to your day, your rant, your frustration or whatever. That's part of something that they do. They're great at it. They could listen, because they're able to see, to hear what you're doing. It's almost like they're holding the trash can for you, and you go as the friend. They're holding the trash can of all your verbal vomit, and you could do all that, and that doesn't stress them out. Believe it or not, these people, they could sit there and listen to all your shit, and that's okay, as long as this is the mode they are in right now. When they are in the mode of releasing, they need this. It's almost like after taking in information, social media, the books that they like to read, these people are cerebral and they like information, listening to their partners, their friends, their co-workers, in their own internal communication. Okay, they could do that for someone, and they could do that for a long time, and that's great. But then they become this balloon of words. Reminds me of the study a long time ago that says, women have 30 or 50,000 words and men have, I don't know how many, but it's significantly less. Yeah. So when they get to that phase of the pressure cooker, they have all these things and thoughts and words inside of them, things that they need to say, discuss, and just put out. Sorry, it makes the weird word. I was going to get my coffee. They literally need someone to listen to them. This is when these people, they need somebody or a friend or a partner or somebody to ask them, hey, so how are you doing today? And boy, they can talk. They would talk. Then they would need you then to be graceful enough. They probably have more to say than you, to hold the trash can for them, the proverbial trash can, so they could just go. Otherwise, they are the people who get mentally so overwhelmed. The mental fatigue is a big deal here, and that's what usually gives these people stress, anxiety, and, truth be told, psychosis. Because you like hearing those conversations that need to be had, the thought processes that need to be processed and communicate, right? And after you've released, and honestly, the people with the Gemini moon, they tend to overdo it with the information gathering. Those people like information, they like communication, they like their friends, their neighbors, they are interested in knowing because they like information. They like to know about you. To connect with them is the same way too. To connect with the Gemini moon, you need conversation. No, you cannot say you don't talk to this person and go on a silent treatment. You could forget it. You don't have a wife then. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a husband. You don't have a partner. You don't have a friend. Because if we're not talking, we're not together. You're not part of my life. You're not part of my circle, my posse, or whatever. Because I will listen to you. And when I need to I need someone to do that for me. This is what stabilizes the Gemini moon. They need to express verbally, because this is just a big brain full of all kinds of information. Conversation they've heard, they help, or they listen to social media, things they saw on Instagram or whatever. They can contain a lot of information at the time. They process it. But then when it becomes too much, the stress level rises. I mean, your body is in all kinds of, it's like a pressure cooker. They need to talk it out. Okay, so the massage and stuff, yeah, you're gonna massage me while I talk. The food would be nurturing, but I'm gonna talk about my day while I eat. Will you just listen? If we're gonna go for a walk, yeah, we could do that as long as we talk the whole walk. Like, they need to. That's what stabilizes them. Those are the communication just have to happen. When they are overstressed, tired, for them to stabilize their mental health, the Gemini moon need to express. It's almost like squeezing out the sponge and releasing the thoughts, the thought processes, the words, the communication that needs to happen, the stuff that they need to put on hold while they were busy listening to you. So for mental health to be stabilized, so their body to release the right hormone to stabilize them, they need to have the process of receiving or containing information. They are cerebral people, right? And then they have to then have their chance to talk and whatever. All right, so that's how the Gemini moon could stabilize their mental health, connecting deeper with the person within and give themselves what they need to stabilize themselves. Okay, so next one will be coming soon, and this is Daphne signing out.